Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. So, we don't really have anything pressing happening for a couple of turns here. We basically just have to wait for this ritual to end so that we can kick off the next one right after. So I was thinking this might be a good time to clean up Ulthuan a little bit. We managed to push the Dark Elves out with, maybe temporary success, but we'll deal with that. But I'm thinking this might be time to take Illyrian. Right now, they're showing up in the power rankings as 21st with barely any bar showing. I believe that means that this tiny army is all they have left, because Nagaron just ran them over. So, whereas I was talking about running Alistair over there to save them, I think what we're actually going to do is have Alistair run over here via the Salvation Isles. We'll wipe out Marathi, and then we'll just start taking their stuff. We can push from the bottom here with Curiella. We have to leave somebody near the capital because there could still be intervention armies spawned by the Lizardmen and the Skaven, I believe. But yeah, I think we're going to take over most of the rest of Ulthuan. We can confederate Avalorn at some point in the future. This is a moment of unprecedented weakness for Illyrian, or maybe more accurately, it's a moment of an unprecedented strength gap between us and Illyrian. And frankly, they've been really mean to us the entire game. It's time to pay the price for rudeness, which apparently in Elven society is taken really, really seriously. I'm pretty sure that confederating Avalorn will be a net positive for us money-wise. We're trading with them, and we're making okay money off of it, but, when we confederate them, we'll gain a bunch of ports and stuff. It's almost certainly worthwhile. And that might be something that we seek to do during the next ritual, after we fight off the initial Chaos Incursion. Because there's usually a large-scale public order penalty after you do that, plus some other stuff. And the public order penalty will be largely offset by the public order bonus that you get from doing a ritual.
Your word?
So maybe I don't care about these guys. Like, maybe I just kind of let them do their thing, because they're not going to be able to take down one of my cities. And if they tried, we would be able to grab them with this army. So let's actually turn you around and head you up this way. I'm sure we can carve their stuff up pretty easily. Oh, Marathi has walked herself over into us. I appreciate that. That's going to make this a lot easier.
The Asur need me.
I guess we'll take the replenishment. We're about to be on the march for a minute here, so... Wow, minus 10% to all hero action costs. Presumably, you could get this on a whole bunch of lords, right? I guess hero action costs are low enough that it's probably not a big deal. Nobody's bank is being broken by having to pay the 300 gold per turn for their heroes to do stuff. Okay, so next turn we'll declare we'll be able to hit High Veil and Arc Spin in the same turn, maybe? Well, this might be a little too far.
What would you have of me?
You can move very slightly closer. And I guess we don't actually currently have Tyrion doing anything then. Circuit's not going anywhere. Let's do this and destroy these. I don't even know what we're going to build in these places.
Protector of the Everqueen.
So Tyrion could just chill over here with the expectation that we will, again, need somebody on the eastern side to fight off the next Rituals Chaos Incursion, because I don't think he can get over to a place where he's going to be relevant to this Western War in time for it. It will conclude before he does. So the other thing we could do is just have him run around grabbing stuff out of the water. There's a couple of shipwrecks over here. There's a skull reef up there. Yeah, let's get him out in the water. We're still pretty far off of being able to max out this place and this place. I think we're just sitting on the rest of this money. Now, they do hold a couple of gates. Those will be a little bit more difficult, but we'll be able to hit them with large armies from both sides. I'm not too worried about it. The only thing that could really go wrong here is if Marathi drops a couple of stacks on us while we're busy fighting a gate or something. This is maybe a little bit ambitious. Probably the safer play would be to have Alistair sit over here and defend us. But it kind of looks like... Yeah, okay. Wow, that's a lot of Dark Elves. It kind of looks like they're busy fighting Norskins right now, and we should probably take advantage. Oh, we hit 40 influence there. I maybe should have hired a hero. We'll have a look at what heroes are available this turn. Well, I like the Dark Elves taking out the Norskins. I don't so much like the idea of the Dark Elves owning all of this territory because it increases the number of angles from which they could attack us. And they are, in fact, running a full stack as fast as possible over to our northern border. So we might have to turn Alistair around, actually. Yeah, they're going to be able to hit Tor Enlek in like 2 turns. Although they won't. They won't hit Tor Enlek. It has walls. They'll come to Tor Dranel instead. So, actually, maybe that's what we do, is we have Tyrion run around to this side. Yeah, we'll have Tyrion sail around the north side. White Peak does need to get walls up, or we need to wait until this army moves away.
What do you wish to discuss?
Still no. For the 900th time on that particular deal, no thank you. They're not quick learners. I don't know what's up with the Wrath of Nature, but it looks like they might already be almost wiped out.
We stand ready for action.
So hold on a second. How far can Tyrion make it?
Shield against the darkness.
Because we need Tyrion to be like over here. That's not really going to be that many turns. Let him go this way. He can hit this Skull Reef on his way through, but we probably have to turn Alistair around, unfortunately, to ensure that we don't lose anything. Oh man. One of these days.
I serve the king.
So every time he casts, we get 25 seconds of improved recharge rate. That's pretty
Your
good.
Instructions. I go.
Yep. Never mind this whole Illyrian thing. I mean, maybe we still go to war with them, but we're going to need a couple armies up north. It does kind of seem like we're basically just playing against Naggarond now. If I abandon Lothern, it's not like it'll fall immediately. Maybe we have Aramir and Kiriella go ahead and start pressing Illyrian. How close are we to having functional walls at White Peak? Oh, still very far, in fact.
If you wish.
I mean, we would win this battle, though, right? Probably.
You must restore order.
God, we desperately need entertainment buildings here. High Vale apparently is still on fire. They didn't bother to repair any of their structures. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go for him.
Marching out.
Lothern's garrison can handle a single stack, probably.
Traveling.
Your request? Treading lightly.
So we'll move over here. I don't know what they're going to do with this information, but we're in position now to be able to crush a bunch of their stuff pretty quickly. I don't even know what strategic locations we're going to gain by doing this, but presumably it'll be, you know, some meaningful stuff. Actually, if I use his hero ability, are we going to be able to hire another hero? We might be a little bit short on gold. So we could grab a lore master. Oh, that's right. This army has a slot in it. Oh no, I decided to fill it apparently.
Loyal servant.
This army is the one that has the slot in it for a lore master.
Elven beauty.
So we can't hire a mage. We could hire a noble. Plus 10% charge bonus for the entire army is pretty cool. We could hire a lore master. Growth plus 5 in all provinces, and he has regeneration. That's actually really neat. Yeah, him having regeneration is pretty cool. Let's grab that guy. Moranian the Fecund. Fecund? I'm actually not sure. We're definitely magic focused. Spirit Leech, Convergence, Earthblood. Oh man, if only we had a couple more 10% reductions in the cost of his actions. Alright, there's... Oh yeah, that's right. We were working on this. This is actually, like, pretty meaningful. Alright, let's see what these Dark Elves do. They have a huge amount of territory. It's interesting how the AI's ability to field armies doesn't really seem to scale up the same way a player's does. Like, it's very obvious that they have some resource cheats, right? They're able to field 4 or 5 armies on a single settlement sometimes, but then they balloon out to 44 settlements, and they only seem to really gain the ability to field like another 2 or 3 armies. Maybe it's a logistical issue. The AI just can't handle managing more than that. It's pretty weird. It's interesting that they're not going for the Shrine of Cain, which I would expect is like a pretty juicy target. It's a source of ritual currency, which I think they probably ought to care about. Okay, this army is going for it. Man, I hope we can get there in time to stop them from hitting it. I have no idea whether they'll be able to take it next turn or not. Okay, Avalorn is at war with them, at least in theory. I don't know why they're not, you know, stepping up. I do appreciate this thing, though. They might accidentally defend Tordrenil. Apparently we're all buddy-buddy with Tor Elisor now. I guess they were just, you know, they were saber-rattling to feel cool. They didn't have any intent in actually doing any damage to us.
If what you seek is for the greater good,
yeah, sure. Shared enemy, why not? It would be neat if those guys were to take a settlement or 2 off Nagaron to give them something to think about. So Tordrenil is not...
make us strong.
Oh my god, we're so close to having walls on the shrine. Yeah, Tordrenil's not really in a lot of danger. We can make it to the Shrine of Cain next turn. Hopefully they don't have the movement range to get there right now.
Ready to serve.
We found a Dawnstone. Okay, a Dawnstone's not terrible.
Anchors away. Defender of the Everqueen.
So they've managed to mount a half stack, like, very quickly there.
The Assa are troubled. Defender of the Phoenix Throne.
So White Peak is still in danger. This, you know, this army... I keep forgetting how incredibly tiny that army is.
State your business quickly. Your kind are not welcome here.
Alright, let's do this. They'll never see reason.
If you will it. By the gods!
Just roll through the inner part of Ulthuan with our massive dragon armies.
Duty is its own reward.
The Helm of Discord. That's actually a pretty strong ability. Duration 20 seconds with a 90-second cooldown. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Alright, Aramir needs to get on that Quartermaster stuff. Maybe I overvalue Quartermaster a little bit.
Destruction.
But it does feel like it's pretty important to run as many stacks as you can.
Magic.
It often feels like 2 mediocre stacks are better than... Or, yeah, 2 mediocre stacks are better than 1 highly developed stack, so...
Servants of the Tower. In search of truth.
If I'm a little overly fixated on the upkeep penalty for running additional lords, that's why. Right, I think I like the level 4 walls better than the level 5 walls. What about over here? Over here, stuff is still growing, so I'm not going to remove the growth buildings yet. Man, what do I even want to build in some of these places? I guess just more industry buildings and stuff. We do have a port here, so the embassy is not terrible. It will eventually be worth 80 gold per turn. Yeah, we're better off just making a craftsman. So I guess it makes sense to make one here as well. No, I already have one here. Yeah, geez, I don't even know what to do with this nonsense. We're just sort of out of like really meaningful buildings. Let's save up a little bit of money for more important buildings. We do still have some places where we're gonna have to pay for big core upgrades soon. They're not even that expensive, really. I just kind of have more money than I know what to do with. Well, we'll hold it for now. It doesn't hurt to have a little bank. How close are we to being able to run out another right? Invocation of Assyrian soon. I'll probably do it just for the influence, honestly. We probably don't need to keep these 2 armies together. We could go take Toralier with this army and then have them reunite to hit the Eagle Gate and the Griffin Gate. Alright, let's see if Naggarond can reach the Shrine of Cain. If they don't make it now, we'll be able to defend it pretty easily until it has its walls up, at which point we'll have a lot more leeway in its defense. What is the Rite of Awakening? Which one is that? Oh, okay. It gets them a Slan Mage Priest Lord. That's probably a pretty good lord. I don't actually even know what spells they have access to. But I do like Mage Lords. Synaeuf Griefbringer. Man, these guys, they're going at it 110%, 100% of the time. Okay, they don't have the move necessary to actually hit the shrine. Apparently Avalorn's going deep. I don't know where exactly they're headed, but anything that draws Naggaroth's attention back. What are you doing? What? Why would you do this? We have so many halberds. Wow, that was a... Yeah, I mean, I guess those are expensive troops. Okay, well that's the end of Illyrian right there. They're securing influence on me. Does this actually do anything to me, or does it just generate influence for out of nowhere for them? Like, I wonder if it siphons off any of my own? It does seem like kind of a strange hero action, doesn't it? Okay, so a lot of high elves are dying, because that's what happens on Ulthuan pretty much all the time.
Fine anchorage.
Alright, so the Shrine of Cain is defended. We need to keep it for 5 turns. And then it will have actually a very large, very impressive garrison. How long until... It's another 3 turns past that. We'll get the dragon.
Loyal Prince.
So Alistair's no longer necessary. I'm not worried about losing this. They don't have another real stack anywhere nearby. Yeah, alright. Alistair's spending a lot of his time just kind of running back and forth, which is obviously not totally ideal.
I second this.
What do you seek?
A strong leader is needed.
Oh, I could just go. That's true. I do have the dragon. The dragon is a siege attacker. I mean, these also are siege attackers. We'll lose a lot of people. Is this worth doing manually, maybe? You know what? Probably. I bet I could do an okay job of this. But actually, maybe let's just build a couple of siege towers before we do it.
The Asher followed strength.
Lawmaster of Hope. They may have refuge.
I want to get this lore master into this army as quickly as possible, since he
We stand ready for
provides
action.
passive XP gain.
We march
That's a
on.
pretty nice bonus, honestly.
Princess.
Yeah, this army will help with Torlir.
My attention. There will be carnage.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we lost any influence. Getting influence secured on your stuff doesn't seem to have any negative effect. Alright, we're going to be delaying our second ritual just a little tiny bit here. It may not even be much of a delay, depending on what the ritual cities are. If we pull, like, Tor Enlek and Lothern and something near Lothern, for example, we could probably do it pretty soon. Okay, they have changed their minds. It's not a bad army overall. There's dual weapon missile infantry? That's interesting. Yeah, the Dark Elves have some weird units. I'm a little disappointed by this. I wonder if I should have had Tyrion run up near the Shrine of Cain, but not actually go into it. We didn't have enough movement to run up near it and go into ambush mode, unfortunately. I think that would definitely have been the right choice if we'd been able. Because I don't want these guys to run off, right? I want to take them while we have the overwhelming advantage.
The wave fragments were gathered, the ritual cast. Arcane power lit Ulthuan skies. Lawmaster Telerian, ally of Teclis, was joined by Gallifreus, squire of Tyrion. They would be the prince's eyes as the goddess Isha revealed her prophecy.
This is a very different tone than the Skaven cinematics.
Master and squire saw the Isle of the Dead wreathed in fire, the vortex gone. Without the vortex, chaos floods the world, with Ulthuan doomed to sink beneath the waves. But the star crown of Lilith has the power to restore it. The crown was shattered long ago, If the lost shards are reforged, Ulthuan can be saved. Isha has blessed our agents with one piece of the Star Crown, but 4 shards remain lost. Illyrian suggests invoking the spirits of the Phoenix Kings. For who better than a king to find a crown?
I mean,
The
it's
cost
really
is
a
high
tiara.
to cast such rituals. More way fragments are needed.
Okay, sure, we'll fight the greatest magical threat of all of history by putting on a magic tiara. Makes as much sense as anything else in Elftown. So we have completed our ritual, we have a public order bonus for a while, that's nice. So, what does the second one look like? The second one is going to be, okay, the same cities. They might all be the same cities. So this is going to have to wait until we can run an army back out to Torivres, which is probably going to mean the conclusion of the war against Illyrian. Yeah, probably.
I serve the king. Making my way.
Alright, let's go threaten Highvale. Over here we can take Toralir, and then we can, with 3 armies, make short work of the gates.
For the king! Yuri Fair!
The
Yeah, we
Aether
probably
need
don't have to do this manually.
Take it, if you dare.
My strength is rewarded.
There's a lot of money, but I would rather have the intact city. Time is more important to us than the cash. Okay, I just...
Defender of the Everqueen.
We stand ready for action.
Alright, we might be able to run a 5th stack out before too much longer. How much is the next Lord going to increase our upkeep by? 4,500. It is a penalty that continues to scale up.
Princess of Ulthuan.
Primed for action.
So these guys actually probably could use a couple of turns to recover.
We are the guardians of order.
There is a unique structure available here. The Royal Illyrian Stables. 500 income. Upkeep down for the low-level horse units. Okay, 500 income's fine. That's cool.
Victory for the Aether.
Destruction.
Okay, now I have no idea where to spend his points. Let's get more armor.
My power.
He is well past having anything useful to do. So we definitely don't want to hit the ritual just yet. We may as well run this out. I guess it's probably better to save it until we're about to build some big buildings. We're actually about to build some big buildings. Let's see here. We don't have anything super special to build when this hits level 5. Trying to figure out if we want to pop it right now or if it's better to wait until next turn, maybe. It's probably best to wait. We'll be able to do the level 5 upgrade and Tor a share off of that as well. Yeah, okay, we're just waiting. So that means I really don't want to spend any money this turn.
Can I offer assistance? Journey.
Okay, he won't go any further forward. So Illyrian really just doesn't... They don't have anything left. It's just a matter of a couple of turns, getting my guys into position, doing a little bit of healing. Tyrion probably really can't leave the Shrine of Cain until the walls go up. So we're honestly, we're probably looking at like almost 10 turns until the ritual. Because we need him to make it all the way back over there. I think, despite the fact that he's almost all the way around the wrong side of the island at this point, it is going to make more sense for him to do it than anybody else, because anybody else would have to sail out of the middle of the island and then go over there. Probably, once we get this done, we should pursue confederation with Avalorn, even beyond the good, solid mechanical reasons to do it. Uniting Ulthuan just feels like the right sort of thing to do, doesn't it? I noticed Wrath of Nature is gaining power relative to us. What's the... Where are they at? Oh, where did they go? They were right here, weren't they? It looks like there's an open settlement. Oh, cool, they did get something. They were over here. It would be neat to see those guys become a real force. So... hitting Reaver's Mark will complete our province. We probably ought to do that.
Your bidding.
What would you have of me?
So we'll have Kiriella lead the attack on that one.
For the Phoenix King.
Protector of Ulthuan.
It's kind of interesting, though, that it's the cavalry who are really taking the beating. These guys are so good at fighting that they just don't take damage.
I cannot. There will be carnage.
Spellcaster.
Arethel's very fussy. He gets really upset if you don't click on exactly the right part of the city banner. Wow, we've really, really gotten our costs down. We probably should go ahead and start doing these upgrades too. So, max out the port. Yeah, it's an extra 20% income from entertainment buildings. It's probably worth doing. This is 3,000 now. It would take 50 turns for this to pay off. The game probably won't run that long. I don't know that we really want to build anything else over here, honestly. I guess having some place where we can get Lothar and Seaguard with shields on this side of the island is probably a good idea.
We will endure.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about these upgrades. These probably need to remain as they are. These entertainment building upgrades are of such marginal value. It's hard for me to imagine it's right to spend the money on that, but I guess what we're doing right now is just banking money so that at some point in the future, during a ritual, we can run at a deficit if we need to for a little while. Yeah. We should probably not stop upgrading the entertainment building in this province, though.
I hear the Widowmaker.
May as well cap that out. I guess, I don't know, Craftsman? The Craftsman at least pays itself off pretty quickly. So, what else could our mage be doing that would be useful? I guess we could finish capping out Hand of Glory.
Assyrian guides our hands.
Alright, we're 3 turns off of being able to move out of here.
Prince, your orders are reasonable. None shall live. A strong leader is
We
needed.
probably ought to have these equipped somewhere. Even though they're not
My
particularly
prowess is
meaningful.
needed.
None may stand against us.
Alright, now we have to repair Highvale, because it was left in a terrible state. So the Salvation Isles we'll have to wait until we confederate for those. Yeah, I think we're not too far off of being able to run even one more stack. Which will be important because the Chaos Invasions do get more difficult as you keep doing more rituals. So we see an army here, potentially about to get attacked. Are these both actual... Yeah, these are both actual stacks. Neither one of those is an admiral. Here's a full stack over here. They could attack us soon. Yeah, another thing that's valuable about having another stack is that it might be a good idea to keep 2 armies in the northwest. There's going to be a point where the Dark Elves are able to really bring a lot of force against us. We saw something like that at the end of the Skrulk game, where they were able to push with like 2 different forces of 3 armies grouped up together at a time. And it definitely stretched us a little thin there. And the places where they could afford to attack us were much closer together when we were Skrulk. I think there was bad terrain and stuff in that area, but also Skaven have the underway stance. Man, what I wouldn't give for the ability to travel under mountains as the High Elves.
Defender of the Everqueen. Moving off.
What orders? You're there! Rally to me, Asser!
Alright, well that was easy enough. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that weapon before.
Defender of the Asser.
I don't think it's great. Seems okay at best. So Reaver's Mark doesn't have a unique structure or anything. Alright, I guess we're doing gates now.
Can I offer assistance?
We can't quite... Even in March mode, we wouldn't be able to make it over to that
Ready
gate.
to march.
Ready to serve.
I guess he actually can't quite get into attack range either.
Attack!
Alright. We are certainly going to make an awful lot of money over the next few turns.
We'll smash it to ruins.
Oh, I dig this. I wonder if we do want to, confederate Avalorn. Then we might want to just let them keep doing their thing over here. I don't really want to deal with the added complexity of that, honestly. Let's go for the growth bonus here. Oh, okay. Here they come again. But with only 1 army, they're not very threatening. What exactly is the plan? Maybe they're headed down toward the one unwalled city. I can't imagine what else this army could possibly be trying to do. Even with Black Ark support, I don't think they could take the Shrine of Cain with Tyrion's army in it. Nor do I think they could take Tor Anlek. Oh, actually, Tor Anlek has walls, but it doesn't really have a lot of units. We probably need to take this gate real quick and then have Alistair head back north. This might actually be a 2-army problem. Maybe even a little bit more. They really are bringing an awful lot of guys down here. I Hey, the garrison of the Shrine plus Tyrion's army should be able to take 2 Dark Elf stacks. Ooh. I do not think he should have gotten up on land. He should have waited over there by his friends. Well, the good news is all of our armies are pretty nearby. Yeah, we could hold off quite a Dark Elf assault at this moment. If they had waited until we were in our ritual, our second ritual, we would be in a much worse place. I really hope Avalorn can keep pushing over here. Aww. A great... Oh, another dance. What is it? There's always with the dances. We could probably take a little influence hit right now. Although none of these are particularly great. I don't think I want to take that big of a trade hit. We're less influence starved than we used to be. Yeah, let's take a little scout. That's a pretty good follower.
Lethal grace given form.
He's the one who's going to be actually fighting enemies the most, I think, in the future.
I will see to it. No mercy.
You really can't move from the place where you started your turn, man. He was quite close to that wall. Yeah, this is not a very impressive defensive force. So Gate Guard are... How do these guys compare to... Well, I guess I can't pin this, so I can't see. These guys don't appear to be a lot better than Sea Guard, though.
Knowledge is power. Lord of the Phoenix Court.
Let's get some basic magic stuff. Yeah, a couple more ranks of Quartermaster on these two. And I think we will, in fact, be able to start thinking about another stack.
I go.
Princess of Ulthuan. To battle!
I assume that I don't want to do this with just one army. Oh, actually, this gate's not that well developed. It doesn't have a full garrison. Never mind. We totally take this with just one army.
Claim it for the king!
How much does Illyrian have left, then? Is there... They have one more gate, and that's actually it. Okay.
Asur Princess.
So we might want to... I wonder if it's better to rotate Alistair down south and just have Kiriella be the North Guard now. Not sure. We've also encountered the Hung Warband. Well, I don't think that I have any questions I want answered about that at all. This is our last skill point. I don't know.
Nagaroth breeds weak warriors. There will be carnage.
Alright, we should probably hire another hero. I don't know... Definitely take plus growth here. I don't know who it would be, but we should hire another hero. We should also take a quick look around here. Is there anything that we really need to start building? We definitely want to wait until we can max out Tor-Elir. I'm not worried about this stuff getting attacked at all. Maybe that's overconfidence.
We have shaped this world.
Can we get... Okay, we can do this. I just need to have 8,000 money when it is time to start a new tech. So we don't need to upgrade any tech buildings for the purposes of technology. Yeah. Do that. It's going to be quite a while before we're ready to max this out. And also, the value of doing so is actually quite minimal.
Ready to serve.
I have to imagine that Tyrion will be able to flatten this army.
Alario.
We just have so many
There is
bows.
glory to be won.
I'm going to keep taking experience at least until the White Lions hit 7.
Moving out.
Okay, Van Braces of Defense. That's an awfully good item.
Your orders?
Let's take a quick look at
The Asso.
our hero's gear. She could use some better stuff. Actually, I'm going to grab that scout from Alistair. I am going to send Alistair down south, and I'm going to have her become the Warden of the North for the moment. Oh yeah, we have another gate.
The Asa have conquered.
Alright, at the start of this turn, the Shrine of Cain will finally be protected. I feel like we've been working on this for 100 turns. This could be really nice not to have to keep such a close eye on it. It's still, you know, in danger. But I think it would probably take 2 full stacks for the AI to decide they're just going to take it now. Even if they ran up on it with a stack that could fight it, they'll hold off and they'll build some... Wow, those are big dragons. They'll build some siege weapons and stuff first. Well, that's a shame. There goes that little distraction. Also, I forgot to buy a hero. Alright, they're just going to sail around. If we can catch one of these things easily out by itself, we probably should. So we'll send Alistair and whatever that guy's name is down south. Kiriella will become the North Guard. Tyrion will head back to the east, and we'll get ready to throw that second ritual. And at some point we might have to, like, actually interfere with the Dark Elves, but for right now we have forward progress to make. Also, for some reason the Scourge of Aquitaine still exists.
Ready for orders.
Not really sure what's up with that.
Attack.
Ooh, this is a much more difficult battle, apparently.
Withdraw.
Do I want to do this? We'll win, but I wonder if I'd be better waiting for Kiriella. No, let's just take him.
Battle.
So I'm just thinking, if I let them wear me down, if they can keep running in stacks, like I didn't even see where this one
For
came
my
from.
queen. Garrisoning. Alario.
They could start doing some real damage here in a minute.
Our traditions make us
3 turns off of having a 19-unit garrison. We can probably start taxing the place now. I'm trying really hard to click on the city. There we go.
Smash it to ruins.
I guess, actually, we should save up and just get another lord rather than getting a hero.
defender of the Phoenix throne. On a call.
Marching out. Ready to serve.
Yes, these two will come down here, clear the Eagle Gate. And then, nobody is left on Ulthuan who isn't our friend. We just keep slowly moving the goalposts forward. First you have to not be our enemy, now you have to not be our friend. Yeah, I suppose it's important to get Highvale's walls up. Here I want to wait. So we're going to save up for a lord. Is there any other really important construction to do?
The Asur are ageless.
I suppose at this point, I don't even know what I'm banking money for.
We are the guardians of order.
It'll be nice to have a big bank in case things get crazy, but what am I concerned is going to happen? Okay, we got that in within the invocation. Yeah, I don't really know what could happen that would justify keeping a bank this large. But what if I had to build like 3 extra stacks or something? Honestly, even just building 2 extra stacks would put us so far into the red. And maybe it is a good idea to sit on, 50,000 extra gold. I'm really hoping Nagarond will not have another full stack come out of the mist on us here. So if this is the last one, then this incursion is pretty much beaten. Okay. That stack's coming, but it's going to be a couple of turns before they get here. So yeah, we'll probably be able to hit this ritual in just a couple of turns here, as soon as Tyrion can get back over to the east side. Should I have him deal with this?
We stand ready for action.
I wonder if it might be better to just get Kiriella over here. No, it's going to be a long enough time that we probably should just have Tyrion do it.
What orders?
Obviously, it would be better if he didn't get back to Torivres with his army in tatters.
Ready for orders. Kill them.
You guys, be magic resistant. Boy, this is a pretty good army, actually. That is a max level War Hydra.
Retreat.
You know what? I think our losses would be so significant there, we can probably do this in a way that will not require that his army takes so much time off to heal. For now, he's just going to stay in the garrison.
There will be carnage.
Okay, we definitely want to do this. Yeah, I guess let's put up cavalry structures. Here in Reaver's Mark, we still don't want to do the thing.
Isha bless.
Alright, let's see what kind of cool lords are available now. Dashing. Weapon strength and missile damage up for horses. That's pretty interesting. Plus 20% charge bonus is also quite significant. That's not bad. I don't know, it feels to me like these ones that are just a bonus for the Lord himself have to be less valuable. Okay. So I have to be a little bit careful. Don't want to make a full cavalry army, but plus 20% weapon strength plus 20% charge bonus has to be good enough to justify a pretty cavalry-heavy army here. And we immediately have Draft Master for an extra rank on all of our units, which means we can get rank 8 Sea Guard. It's the Lothern Unique building. Yeah, it's giving us 4 additional ranks on top of all of our other stuff. That's pretty good. Oh, we don't have local recruitment of most cavalry here, that's right. Well, every army needs archers. Our army would benefit from having more horse archers, though. Maybe what we should do here is recruit Just some standing, yeah, like... Let's do that. Most of the archers in that army can just be Illyrian Reaver archers. Alright, so this is coming. These guys are probably not really much of a threat. Man, they sure do have a lot of troops. Again, it's not like it's not a crazy scale up like I would expect necessarily, but it is a lot.
Prince of Elfwan.
That's right. These guys had a very, very small amount of movement left on their orders. I do wish the game had a button like the Endless games do, down here in the lower right somewhere, where you press it and everybody who has orders standing from last turn just goes ahead and executes them. Because, right, in this situation, this guy would have moved a little bit forward, and then the game would have asked us, what do you want to do with the rest of his movement? Oh, please run over and lay siege. No. Maybe not quite stupid enough to fall for that. Well, we will never not be fighting the Dark Elves, it seems like. Oh, still outside. Well, the good news is they're raiding, so they'll be tired. They'll be tired. We have another turn of replenishment on us. We can probably hit them with fewer losses this turn. It is unfortunately just, it's going to be too long for Kyriella to get up there. Yeah, I can certainly afford to pay money for influence. Money is not an issue right now. Well, let's go ahead and grab this now just so that I don't have to remember to save money for it later.
How can I assist you?
He's not close enough to hit it this turn either.
I will do my duty. Traveling. Unwise.
Okay, so we'll wipe these guys out next turn. Alright, well... These guys are probably headed to the Shrine of Cain.
Defender of the Asur.
I'm a little nervous about leaving Tordranil undefended, but...
Setting off.
I suppose we ought to head out as quickly as we can here.
Orion.
So they're raiding. They're winded. It doesn't have any other bonuses or negatives that are relevant here. Well, let's just auto-resolve. Okay, we only lost one unit. That's not a big deal.
Attack! I am ready to fight.
I really do need Kyriella to get over here, though, because we have business to tend to.
Servant of the king.
She probably has 2 more turns of movement before she's in range.
Protector of the Everqueen.
Alright, and we gotta replace a unit of lost white lions. Probably we just replace them with more white lions? I guess we get a dragon. His army could use a dragon. He'd have to sit here for 5 turns, though. Yeah, let's just grab some Phoenix Guard, I suppose. If I'm going to be recruiting Phoenix Guard, let's
Champion of the Everqueen.
replace all of our spears with Phoenix Guard.
Have my attention.
Those are expensive units, but
Destruction.
we're going to need him to be powerful in the near future, because somebody is going to have to fight off Negaron's army at the last ritual.
Princess, entering the city.
Okay, we need to bring in some... Her stuff does apply to silver helms, right? Yeah. To bring in some silver helms. I guess I've kind of left myself in a position where the global recruitment pool is largely full. She might sit and wait, then, for a little while. We don't need her army to be full super quickly. Just sitting in Lothern, she makes Lothern pretty much immune to attack. Alright, the Eagle Gate is building up a garrison at remarkable speed, considering that Illyrian cannot have any money left. They actually have 0 money-producing structures. I kind of wish that the AI resource bonuses were more like percentage-based than flat. They seem to be flat, which means that early in the game the AI can... Early in the game, or when they're very low on resources, they can run out a lot more stacks than you would expect. But later in the game, it probably only translates to like 1 extra army. Yeah, man, they really want the Shrine of Cain back. Despite the fact that it has a massive, extremely powerful garrison, they are thoroughly focused on it. We've been attacked by the set. Okay, they rode out to fight us. Well, I mean, they don't have any chance of winning that battle. I think that was a pretty questionable decision. They're desperate, though. People from Tor Elisor. We're gonna have to have a look at that. It doesn't say whether this is a hero or an army.
I am an Aryan.
I don't know the pictures well enough. Where even are these guys? Their army used to be over here. I don't see them anymore. Yeah, sure, peace, whatever. I just have no interest in dealing with your nonsense at all.
Lord of the Phoenix Court.
Defender of the Phoenix throne. For the king!
Alright, let's get this over with.
The Asa follow strength.
Alistair's not quite close enough to be reinforcements for some reason.
Journey.
For order, my
There we go.
prowess is needed. Duty is its own reward.
They should have just made friends. I don't know what they were thinking.
Orders.
Okay, we have a lot of upkeep reduction now, which is pretty powerful. May as well take Earthing. Even though there's no Arcane Conduit, I do want to have the ability to overcast sometimes. And at this point, we just head south. Maybe it doesn't have to be both of the armies.
Glory to the king.
Like, maybe Aramir
Can I offer a
heads up north to help against the fact that there are apparently going to be a million Dark Elf armies all the time forever.
What news?
What can you local recruit? We could probably use some more melee. I'm going to grab a unit of archers as well, though. Yeah, we'll do this. The Eagle Gate has good recruitment structures. Alright, who has unassigned skill points? Moranian, the Lore Master.
Give the word. Moving out.
Ulf-One's defender.
What
Maybe that's unwise. You know what? Her army can stand by itself. That's a lot of arrows.
There will be carnage.
They have enough arrows to stand for themselves.
Princess of Ulthwan. Duty calls.
I hope. Okay, we're not going to do any of this stuff. So what is over here that might be really meaningful? This is fine. I think it's weird that this is behind such an expensive tech and then it takes a million turns to research, because it's not that good. Leadership, charge bonus. This is pretty good. This is it's a small upkeep drop, but it's a significant amount of money, because those guys are all expensive units. Yeah, let's go after this. Let's reduce our upkeeps even more. As much as I don't think this is a very good tech. We don't want to start our ritual yet.
Tyrion, heir of an area.
2 turns off of being ready here. No, this is a full-on Tor Elisor army.
Gladly.
All are given a fair hearing in the Phoenix Court. Misguided.
That makes me a little nervous. Oh, they're at war with Avalorn. Let's see if we can fix that. Oh, I can't ask them to call off a war. There's no terms for that. Well, we could redeclare on them. We might have to. Do hate to lose a trading partner, but...
Aye.
These...
Let's hear.
Why are we trending so positive? These guys are really coming around on us. I guess we've built up a lot of we built up a lot of hero actions against Nagron points. They like that we've gone to war with Illyrian as well. Sure wish the last defenders had a port. Alright, well, we're gonna have to intervene here, because I don't need Tor Elisor taking any land on Ulthuan. Alright, and you need to very slowly keep recruiting Silver Helms.
I hear the Widowmaker.
So let's see, we can get another mage. If we could find another mage with the whatever trait it is that our mage who sits outside of Lothern has, that would definitely be worthwhile. That's not terrible. Incendiary and Negator. Okay. So we have no more administrative mages. +5 income from entertainment buildings in all provinces, +1 public order in all provinces. That's pretty okay, actually. And then we could have this person run around and start gathering us more, what do you call it, more influence. We could have 7 nobles right now. Boy.
True son of Ulthuan.
We also could just have... I mean, we could start making them actual combat heroes at some point. Not this guy, though, obviously. This would give us a research rate boost. I don't know. Just save the money, I suppose. Alright. I know the video's gotten a little bit long, but I do want to see how this resolves before we head out. Because I'm actually not sure what will happen if this army attacks us while we're in march mode here. I suppose, I don't know for sure that they can, because the whole coast between us and them is cliff. So they have to go up to the beach, disembark, and then move on us. They might not have the movement for that. I'm not sure that hinder replenishment would really have even done anything there. Isn't her army pretty healthy? Alright, let's see what they do. Okay, apparently they're just going to go away. Well, I'm not opposed to that either. Avalorn might be able to deal with Tor Elessor themselves, but I don't necessarily trust them to. I suppose any land that Tor Elessor takes away from Avalorn is land that I get to take back without having to go through all the trouble of confederating these guys and then dealing with their stuff. But actually, that might be a good solution, is just pursuing the Confederation now. Capture and occupy the Fortress of the Damned. I don't want to occupy the Fortress of the Damned. That sounds terrible.
I bid you welcome in the name of the king.
Avalorn is willing to consider this. So we'll take a diplomatic hit for a little while that's probably irrelevant. There aren't a lot of high elf players left, even. We'll take -8 public order for 5 turns. That's the thing I'm really worried about. How are we on public order? Every place is green, except for the gates. Every place is green and growing, even. -8 will make that no longer true in some of them. Oh, we should change that. But actually, it's not going to be a problem. The only potential issue is that we might end up a little short on money while we're rebuilding. Because, like, this army... this is not a good construction. This army will probably have to go. But let's see if they'll do it.
Asur bid you welcome. How can we be of us futile?
What if I paid you a little bit? Just, I don't know, 15,000-ish gold? Let's go for 10. I don't even know what this money just disappears. Okay, that seems to have worked. I agree to your terms, though it causes me great pain. Listen, you were under our rule anyway. Alright, so that's going to mess with our income. That's going to mess with our economy for a little while. Wow, this would be a good trade agreement. We gotta keep pushing our relationship with them up. Spending a little bit of influence might be a good idea. Wow, that's... Huh. Alright, we'll fix it. Hold on.
Can I offer assistance?
First things first. Are any of these guys particularly built up, or no, they're all kind of nobodies? Huh. Why is that the case? I can't... Alright. Sorry, that's right. You have to move heroes out of the army on the map. You can't just dismiss them.
Forward then.
Off I go.
Moving.
Alright, that helps. Who are you guys? So are you built up in a reasonable way? Not really. I'm just gonna fire. Well, hold on. Let's have a look at their traits. So not very good. Yeah, I don't think we need this guy. That didn't affect our upkeep at all. I thought you paid upkeep for heroes. Yeah, you do. While the hero exists, I wonder if it's not a map thing. I mean, it's as long as they're not dead, I guess. Yeah, that's having... Now, this doesn't always update in real time, though. It's hard to know.
Noble.
This noble is built in a way that's fine. Although, what are your traits? Leadership plus 10. You know what? Maybe we dismiss this guy just because he's taken up a slot that could be taken up by a noble who's actually good.
You may approach.
I'm kind of surprised at how much trade income we lost. I assume it's all trade income.
Asur guides our hands.
These buildings all have upkeep too, right? Maybe not. So Evershale has a port. Yeah, I'm surprised by exactly how bad the loss of money was. What is this? Growth faction-wide, Lord Recruit rank faction-wide. Not even really a good building. Well, we'll make some room for some recruiting structure, or some money-making structures, rather. We probably don't need this. Let's have a quick look at all of our other new regions. So we gained access to the White Tower of Hoeth. Okay, that is a pretty powerful building. A gemstone mine. What does the tech that we get from that do? Plus 10. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good. That'll be helpful. We still need this. An Eastern Bazaar. Spices, I assume. Oh, they took Port Ellistor right before we... Okay. Well, we'll have to deal with that. Yeah, it looks like we're going back to war with Tor Ellisor. So is that it for... I think that's it for unique buildings that we got from them. And I knew it wouldn't be totally ideal in terms of net income, but I'm really surprised at how much trade income we lost. Now, like I said, these often don't update dynamically. So... And in fact, if you look at the numbers there... 22 plus... No, those are right. Yeah, wow. How much were we trading with them? Well... Where's our hero over here?
What do you require? Smash it to ruins.
I think it's going to be important for us to secure a new trading partner. So how much is it going to take for us to improve relations? Oh, the amount we have. Okay. Let's really, really push relations north with them. Oh, okay. This number updated now. For some reason, something that we did in there was the thing that caused the numbers to update.
If you will it, treading lightly. Ready to attack.
Maybe they'll decide that it's worth fighting now?
Powers are yours to command.
Okay, we're gonna have to fix this this new money issue. To be fair, when we start the next ritual, part of the buff is that it reduces the upkeep of all of our forces by 10%. So that'll buy us quite a lot of extra money. We'll probably want to do that pretty soon. I would love to upgrade the Unicorn Gate, but I think we probably can't afford to right now.
Your orders.
And I think we need to keep harassing Dark Elves. Oh, there's another army over here. That's part of the issue. In fact, that'll be the whole issue.
Can I offer assistance?
Let's disband these guys. Okay, not the whole issue, but that helped a lot. Are there any other
Madness will consume the truth.
new armies hidden around here? That one we like.
One.
This one, not so much. There we go. We're positive again. Everything's fine. They have level 3. They have an open building slot, but they were just like, yeah, we probably don't even need walls over here. Alright, that being the case, we can afford to upgrade the Unicorn Gate. Yeah, that's what it was. We gained more armies than I thought we were going to. Okay, we can have her grab one more Silver Helm while we're waiting for the global recruitment pool to free up entirely. Alright, let's see if our brilliant trap gets them to come ashore. Probably it won't work. My guess is that they'll run their hero over here and we'll be found out. But it would be really cool if we could kill this army off. I'd feel a lot more secure about Tyrion leaving then. Well, it doesn't say ambush foiled, and they did successfully damage the walls. That might actually draw that army in. That would be really great. And then we might have to ride out and deal with some of these black arcs. They don't really seem to be getting that much accomplished. Oh, they did. They fell for it. They didn't come close enough to actually eat the ambush, but we'll be able to break them down trivially, especially since Tyrion's new units are here. And then Tyrion will make for the east. Actually, we should check and make sure that... Oh, wow. The Pirates of Sartosa... They did manage to take Albion, but they are having a rough go of it otherwise. I think this is... what is the name of this faction? Aghal. This is Aghal fleeing the Dark Elves, pretty much. Or maybe not. Maybe they don't feel that they need to flee the Dark Elves. Wow, they actually have a lot of armies, don't they? Oh wow, they've taken Pack Ice Bay back even. I'm starting to worry that we're going to lose our pirate friends. Okay, we can certainly afford to pay money for influence right now. Okay, the Hung Warband has been invited by Clan Pestilence to fight against us. That's very irrelevant.
A promising lieutenant.
Alright, what else do we need to upgrade on you? I do use Fiery Convocation sometimes. It's not horrible. At next level, this mage can become immortal, which will be nice.
Awaiting orders. For the Phoenix King.
So what do we have here? There's some fairly elite units here. Cold One Dread Knights.
At your service.
We definitely want to have Tyrion be reinforcements.
At them.
Oh, you coward.
We go.
Fortunately, there's not really anywhere to run.
Forward.
Yeah, we want to have Tyrion be reinforcements because we want his army to take as little damage as possible here.
Sir, we fight.
They have somewhere they need to be.
Put them in fetters. A just reward.
Wow, why did they come over here carrying so much money?
We shall not rest. Into
It
position.
looks like the battle for the Shrine of Cain will be never-ending.
Entering the city. Defender of the Acid.
Kind of annoying, but I guess it is a good source of experience at least. And yeah, I see that we can do a dedication. I'm trying to get to Renowned and Feared first. It's another big drop in upkeep costs. So I suppose I'll actually just have him go to Angariel.
Your command. Destruction.
Alright, Circuit never goes anywhere. We still don't want to do any upgrades here.
Protector of Ulthuan. Marching out. Defender of the Everqueen.
Okay, so Aramir will be back by Lothern by the time it's time to start the rituals. Actually, maybe I send him to Angariel because we kind of need to deal with this too. We still have a lot of... We're being pulled in a lot of different directions here. Three turns off of this finally being walled. You know what? These aren't super high priority, though. This army needs to start doing more recruitment.
Protector of Ulthuan.
So let's get some Illyrian Reaver archers. Actually, I guess this will be this turn's recruitment. So we do have the money to start those upgrades.
Let's hear it.
Alright, you have long-standing orders. And I guess that'll be good for now. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really glad that we finally managed to resolve this Illyrian situation. Come back next time. We have a couple of other little situations that need resolving. And we'll see you then.